What's going on, guys? This is Turbos and Talks and welcome to another video. My name is Kublai. I'm a Western European, a French Dutch, currently based in BGC, Manila. I've been here for 2 months now, so I thought it would be great to give you my feedback of living here in BGC, especially in BGC. Of course, I've been to some other places here in Metro Manila, but BGC is the place, the neighborhood I've spent the most time in so far, so it will be more about BGC than Metro Manila. So let's get started with the first pro of living here in BGC. I will be talking about the pros and cons of living here, in my opinion at least. If you don't agree with me, leave your comment below and tell me what you think about this topic. So first pro of living here in BGC, in my view at least, is the convenience. This is a very convenient area. You've got everything you want: grocery stores, 7-Elevens, bars, restaurants if you want to go out, condominiums with pools, with gyms. If you want to walk around, it's very convenient because the sidewalks are pretty large here. There are plenty of parks. It's just a very convenient place. Coming from the Western world, this place feels very livable. It's a place you will enjoy if you are thinking about moving to the Philippines, especially to Manila. I would at least consider BGC, because this feels really, yeah, just like home, you know, just like another Western city or city in Singapore, in the US, or even in Europe, you know. Other than that, what I really like about living here in BGC is the way this neighborhood feels, you know, that modern, you know. It's well thought out, it's well designed, it's beautiful. It's yeah, just a very livable place, a place you will enjoy for sure, coming from the Western world. This is, yeah, just very livable. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just very livable. It's not that crowded, you know. The Philippines, especially Metro Manila, is overpopulated, and in some parts of Metro Manila you will feel very, you know, it will feel very congested, very overpopulated, too crowded. You know, the sidewalks are not wide enough. You know, it's difficult to move. But here in BGC, the sidewalks are wide. It's not too crowded. So now it's rush hour, so there are a little bit more cars and people in the streets than usual, but at daytime or at night it's quite quiet here, quite enough for Metro Manila. Other than that, what do I like about living here in BGC? Yeah, BGC is very safe. I've never had any trouble here, even at night, in the middle of the night, walking alone. I've never felt unsafe here, never had any problem, and I've never seen any trouble here in BGC. Okay. So Manila is sometimes known in the Western world for being a unsafe city, and in some parts of Manila it could be true. I haven't been to every part of Metro Manila, but I've heard some stories. But here in BGC, even in Makati, it's safe. You know, you don't have to worry here. Coming from the Western world, don't listen to the naysayers who say, oh, Manila is just a big slum. It's not true, you know. BGC is perfectly safe. That's what I like about living here in BGC, the convenience. It's modern, it's safe, yeah, and not overpopulated. It's just a very livable place, you know. It's just a livable place. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I just like it here. So now let's talk about the cons of living here, because there are always pros and cons of living somewhere. Doesn't matter where you go in the world, there are always pros and cons. So the first con, in my opinion, of living here in BGC is the fact that BGC is a very international, a global city. What do I mean by that? I mean it's sometimes not Filipino enough, you know. If you want to live a more Filipino experience, I would rather go to Makati, which I love, by the way, or to some other places in Manila, because this is just a global city. It's yeah, well thought out, it's convenient and so on, but sometimes it feels like more more like a American or European or I don't know, a Singapore city, you know. It's Singapore-like city. So yeah, you won't really leave the real Filipino experience here in BGC, I think. So of course, based in BGC, you can always take, you know, a taxi, a Grab, and go to some other cities here in Manila. But yeah, it's sometimes boring. Other than that, another con of living here in BGC, it's quite small, you know. To cross BGC, it will take you maybe 20-25 minutes, no more. So yeah, it's quite small. So apart from BGC, if you are looking for a modern area, a very global area with Western standards, other than BGC, you will have Makati, but that's all, you know. Most other cities or neighborhoods here in Manila, in Metro Manila, will feel very different, you know. They will provide you a totally different experience. For example, if you go to Tondo, you will have another experience. If you go to Makati, to Malate or to Ermita, your experience will be very different, you know. As I was saying, BGC feels like, sometimes BGC feels like a completely other country. No, it's sometimes, yeah, it feels like I'm not in the Philippines, you know. But I still like it. But yeah, just some things I noticed about BGC. And the last but not least con of living here in BGC, of course, is the prices of everything. This is quite expensive. I know it's expensive for Filipinos, but even for Westerners, this is, I think, by far the most expensive place here in Manila. Condominiums, if you want to live on Western standards, they won't be cheap. Food isn't cheap. If you go to restaurants, to the bars, to buy stuff and so on, it's not cheap, you know. You are on Western prices. So don't come here and expect it to be cheap and to live, I don't know, on 1,000 USD per month. You won't. You can, but you won't enjoy it. If you want to enjoy a nice Western standard life here, you will need at least, if you haven't a family, a couple of thousand USDs here every month, okay? I know some live on a very low budget here, but I don't see the point, you know. Everything here is expensive, going out, the food, nice condos aren't cheap, so I wouldn't stay here, you know, if I'm on a tight budget. If I were on a tight budget, I would live somewhere in the Visayas or in Palawan and rent an apartment, a bungalow, a house near the beach, and cook my own food. But if you want to live here in BGC and enjoy it for what it is, you will need money. It's not cheap to live here, by no means. All right, so tell me what you think about these pros and cons of living here in BGC with a comment below. Share this video around, because the Metro Manila area is quite huge. I would consider BGC. I think it's the most convenient. Makati is very good as well, especially if you want a more Filipino experience. I really love Makati, but I don't know. BGC, it's hard to beat because it's so convenient. You've got plenty of parks here, and yeah, interesting things to do. All right, that's all for today. Leave your comment below, share this video, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and check the links below in the description. You will find links to my consultation services. Well, right now, talk to you soon. Have a good one.